Right, in the last video then we got as far as making a game where our character moved around up and down, changing the Y value to go up and down, and when it caught the food, yum yum. Right, so far it's not a very playable game. It may suffice for a very young child, but the novelty would wear off quickly and it's certainly not very difficult. So there's a few things we want to do beforehand. To make it harder, we're going to build a maze, so the mouse has to try and get through the maze to get the food. And the way we do that is we go to the stage. The stage is the background. And if we click on background, currently we have a white background, we're going to edit that background. And I'm quite happy for it to stay white, but I would like to draw some lines on here, some obstacles. So if I get the line tool and maybe just make it a bit thicker, and I'm going to choose this shade of green, and there we are. I'm going to try and be nice and tidy with it, neat as I can. Like that. Now I'm going to try and do this so that the food is in the right place, but it really doesn't matter because I can move the food once I've built the background. So let's see now. Ta-da. I'm going to pop the food in there, and okay, for now I'm quite happy with that, so I say okay, and there we are, there's my background. And if I just move this, the food, there is the food. So we go back to scripts, Tom, here's our program, still exactly the same, we just have a bit of a background. Now I could, if I want to, I could try and find my way around the maze and get the food. However, there's nothing to stop me currently just walking through the maze to get to the food. So what we need to do is we need to tell the computer that the mouse isn't allowed to walk through walls. And the way we do it is this. I'm just going to make him a bit smaller because I want to make it easier for him to get around. The way we do it is this. We tell the computer to listen out for if the mouse touches the green walls. So I'll stop the program. Then within our forever loop, if the user is pressing the 4 keys, move it. If the mouse is touching the food, say yum yum. So another if, and again we're going to go with a sensing, but instead of touching that, we're going to say touching colour. And we want to pick up, so if we click on that colour, we get a little eyedropper, and we'll pick up that green colour. Now that's gone in there. If touching colour, and let's just say, ouch. Okay. Ouch. Right. Now that's well and good, but he's now stuck against the wall. If he hits something green, he'll just keep saying ouch, and I can't move him off there. So we now need to think about what would happen in an ordinary game. Well, in an ordinary game, if you crash, you're sent back to the start. So if touching colour green, say ouch for 2 seconds, and then we want to motion go to, we want to go to this point, which gives us these values. X is -211, Y is 118, and we'll just pop those in there. So now if we run it, let's just run, let's crash into a wall, ouch, for 2 seconds, and then he's gone back to the start. Ouch, 2 seconds, back to the start. Okay. In the next video we'll look at how to add just a little bit of finesse. We'll tidy up our game. But there's the basics. By now you should be able to build a maze where you can guide a character around your maze to hit a target.